Look, guys, I just got done reading MHA Illegals. No, not like that. Not that one. I mean, the Vigilante Illegals. Right, because in the MHA universe, you're not allowed to use your quirk unless you have a special license, or I guess use your quirk publicly on the street. You have to use it in close quarters. And I think this was to not make it so people will go too extreme and cause danger and cause harm, and it kind of just, it subdues the public, right? I mean, the government has been doing this to the public for years. What's the difference in the My Hero Academia universe? Well, the one difference here is that it's actually not written or illustrated by Horikoshi, but the art on MHA Illegals Vigilante is actually really good, and I thought the characters were written really well. If you didn't know that this was not written by Horikoshi, you probably would think it was, just because it's so similar, the writing, the art, what's going on in the story. If you're caught up with My Hero Academia currently around chapter 120, 130, what's going on right there is actually really similar to what's going on in the Vigilante universe. And if you're a huge fan of My Hero Academia, I think reading Vigilante is actually a really good idea. Even if you're not really a fan of MHA, it's still a really good read. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it more than My Hero Academia. I don't know if that's because it's shorter or if that's because it's a little bit more lighthearted, but it's pretty interesting. The main character is kind of a wiener. He's basically a cuck, but he has a lot of personality. He has a lot of heart. Honestly, I don't really like DQ, and I think he's what I would have liked to see in DQ. Problem is, he's a little bit too timid and docile, and I think they didn't want that in DQ, right? And so I'm not really sure he would have fit as the protagonist in MHA, but in the spin-off, he works really well. And his two friends, Knucklebuster and Popstep, they're both really fun, and I think all three of them contrast really well. I also think not only do they contrast and work well with each other, they kind of represent this part of the MHA universe where they don't really fit in. They're not really mainstream heroes. They're not really villains either, but they still have personalities and they still have lives and they still have drive. And I think this spin-off captures that so well, and it captures the MHA universe, I would say, better than the actual story, because I think the story is more focused on what is Deku going to do next, what is Bakugo going to do next, what are they going to do, and how are they going to use their quirks, right? It's building the universe. Vigilante's exploring the universe. Ultimately, for MHA Illegals, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. The intro is a little slow. It did start off a little slow. I think that the main character, I think his name's Brawler. He's not that interesting at first, and I think going into the series can be kind of difficult because his quirk apparently is Glide, where if he can make 3 points of contact on the ground, he can kind of glide forward at the speed of a bicycle. Now, that's exactly why I think his character is interesting, because his power is so it's kind of weak and useless, and you don't see that in actual MHA, right? Most of the quirks in MHA are they're really cool, or their utility, or like even Belly Button Laser Guy has a really important purpose in the class, right? I mean, even this dude who's kind of the joke. You don't really have these kind of like meager, weird quirks that don't really do anything. How this guy's quirk ties into his character, I think is actually, it's done very well, but it's a little slow at first. But other than that, it picks up very well. A lot of these side characters, really good. Again, how he interacts with the other two main leads is written really well. The side characters are written really well. How it explores the MHA universe, it's done beautifully. Anyway, guys, it reminds me of Deku's mom's quirk. I can't remember what her quirk is, but I think she can attract small objects within a short amount of distance, which is pretty cool. But again, it's kind of useless for combat. It's useless for most heroic heroing stuff. And that, again, it's just not explored in the MHA universe. You see a lot of it in Illegals. And she actually, by the way, does make an appearance in Vigilante MHA Illegals. So it's pretty fun. It's exciting. If you like this stuff, again, I would highly recommend getting on this. I would highly recommend reading this if you're a fan of the MHA world. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this review of My Hero Academia Illegals, Vigilante. I'm not sure if they're gonna do other illegals or if they're just gonna keep going on with this Vigilante story. But anyway guys, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like My Hero Academia, if you like me, if you like just anime, general fun anime content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm doing tons of anime content, My Hero Academia content in the future. And also make sure you come by tomorrow and watch another video because I release a new video every single day. So anyway guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Some said never, but they never done come. Yeah, and took our trust.